So, hey guys, this is the first episode of Brazilian Buddy. My name is Andrey, and I'm here with Amanda from Wire in Brazil. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. First of all, thank you so much, Andrey, for inviting me for your first episode of your show. Guys, my name is Amanda. I have a blog and an Instagram page called While in Brazil. I'm Brazilian, actually, and I'm currently living in the US.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, and that's it. If you want to follow me, it's While in Brazil. We both post uh, things on destinations in Brazil, cultural topics like movie tips or festivities, food, recipes, everything, music, and some other cool facts also about
Mm-hmm.
Brazil.
Nice, nice. It's amazing that we have the same idea to produce, nice information about Brazil. I think that it's really important, and we are so huge. We have so many cultures and things to live, so that's why we are doing this. So, do you want to talk like why are you living in US?
Sure. So actually, I'm from like an average sized town in Espírito Santo, which is the state just above Rio de Janeiro. But I've lived all around Brazil, like to six cities, five cities
Mm-hmm.
in Brazil. And I've also always had parents who loved to travel. So I got to
That's
do a lot of road trips around Brazil and everything. So from my childhood, I always knew I wanted to, I always loved traveling actually. So I came here to the United States. It's been 6 months that I arrived because my husband got transferred by his company.
Mm-hmm.
So from Brazil to Miami, where we live right now. And and I had to come along because, well,
Mm-hmm. Uh,
right?
and what can tell us like what the Americans think about the Brazilian and the country in a big picture?
Well, actually, what I'm gonna share with you today here is based on my experience in Miami because
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Miami can speak for the entire United States.
Sure.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it can't because it's a very unique city. So there's a lot of people here, but none of them are really American. Actually, I've never met an American here in Miami. I have met Colombians, people from Guatemala, from France, from India, but actually I've never met anyone from America.
Like a real one.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
like I've met people through my husband that
Mm-hmm.
were born here, but their parents and everything, and their grandparents, all their family are from some place in Latin America. So
Hmm.
they have like this culture, this Latin culture, very engraved in them. So,
That's interesting. And
mhm.
what they think about us,
Well,
like
I
in
think
general?
when they think about Brazil, they think about carnival and samba. They think about
Oh,
Rio
it's
on the beaches. They think about the Amazon forest, the women, and
hmm.
the violence. I think
Yeah,
this,
unfortunately.
right? Yeah,
Hmm.
unfortunately, these are the things that come to mind when I ask them about Brazil, or the first things they ask me about Brazil are generally, usually about this stuff.
So probably about the cities, it's like Rio,
Uh,
Manaus.
and actually, no,
No?
not many people know that the forest is not only jungle, right? We have
Hmm.
big cities there, Manaus, Belém, and but people don't know about it. It's not very well advertised, I think. when they think about cities, they think, first of all, it's Rio de Janeiro, right?
Yeah.
And some some people have heard about São Paulo, which is the largest city in Brazil.
Yeah. Metropolis.
Over 12 million people, I think, something like this. So it's like 50% larger than New York, because I think New York has about 8 million.
Really?
So
I didn't know that.
yeah, so São Paulo is larger than, it's one of the largest cities in the world, actually. I think
Mhm.
I think maybe it only is behind, I think, Mexico City or something like this. But they think about São Paulo, and some of them, like, not most people, they know Brasilia, which is actually our capital. The capital of our country is Brasilia. It's not Rio nor São Paulo, right?
Right. Even Foz?
Yes, the Iguaçu Falls. People really don't know much. Like, usually the more traveled, they've heard of it, but it's not something. I thought that Rio de Janeiro, Amazon, and Iguaçu Falls would be like the main attractions of Brazil, per
Yeah,
se,
yeah.
right? But
Uh-huh.
not many people know that the Iguaçu Falls are in Brazil. And
Uh-huh.
that's not to say that they think it's in Argentina. They really don't know, I think, where it is located. They
Yeah, yeah.
don't associate it with Brazil, you know?
That's really interesting. Yeah, and it is one of the seven natural wonders in the world, and nobody know that. Of course, we have a part in Brazil and in Puerto Iguaçu in Argentina. So this is really, yeah, interesting to know. And what they think about like stereotypes of us, like we are always smiling and we are happy all
Yeah.
the time.
Yes, they think as Brazilians as being very friendly
Hmm.
people and always smiling,
That's
uh,
true.
always touching, like kissing on the cheeks and hugging and everything. So they think of us like as a people who like to party, which I can't blame them.
Yeah, sure.
We do. And yeah, that's it. These are usually the things that are associated with Brazilians, actually.
Uh-huh. And do you already met some Brazilian in Miami, or it's common?
Yeah, they say that in Miami they have like a big Brazilian community.
Hmm.
I'm not saying that I doubt them. Of course, I don't, because it
Is
makes
it
sense.
is it
But
like a neighborhood, or it's just,
yeah,
spread
like,
it?
I went to a neighborhood once, and a guy told me, "Ah, there's a lot of Brazilians here," and I was like, "Really?" And he said, "Yes," and I was okay because I've never met any. The
Uh-huh,
only
yeah.
Brazilian guy that I know that is not my husband have beaches,
Mhm.
but actually because of my professional career, I tend to live close to the beach because I deal with ports and exports and everything, international trade. So it's not mandatory that I live by the coast, but it ends up that I live here because that's where the jobs are.
Mhm, mhm.
Right?
I understand you. Like, I'm from Guarujá, which is a coastal city of São Paulo, and I cannot be, so away from the beach. I need to go there and see the sun and the sea, the
Beach,
sand.
right?
Yeah, exactly, exactly. Like it's part of me, and it's
Yeah.
something really, really important. What can you tell us about like food? Do you have something similar to our food in Miami? Maybe from the Latin culture?
Yeah, like Miami is really like you go out on the street, you only hear Spanish. It's very rare to
And
hear
we don't
someone.
speak Spanish. It's nice to
Yeah,
say that.
that, that's true. Brazilians speak Portuguese,
Yeah,
not Spanish.
please.
We do look like Latinos, so
Mm-hmm.
every time I go out on the street or go to a store or something like this, and somebody is going to talk to me, they always come like and speaking Spanish.
Yeah.
Okay, my Spanish is a bit rusty,
Yeah,
so
I even speak
yeah,
Spanish like it. It's similar, but at the same time, we can understand, but they cannot understand us. It's really embarrassing.
yeah. I think it's because I've heard somewhere that our language, Portuguese, originated from Spanish. So that is why, like, we can
Uh,
understand them and they cannot understand us. But I'm not sure it's true. It's just
yeah, makes
something I
sense.
read somewhere.
Yeah, like we are like language cousins, I would say, like Romanian, French, Italian, because
Yeah,
we were born from the Vulgar Latin, but we got different roads, so we speak differently from the other. Like I cannot understand French or Italian. It's really difficult. But if we read, maybe
yeah,
we can. Like,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
this is really nice.
yeah, that's true. But talking about food, you asked me, like here in Miami, I don't know about uh, other places in the United States, but I feel that the United States doesn't have like a typical food.
Hmm.
They have like food from somewhere else, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe except burgers. I don't know. But I've never tried something that is typically American, that was made here, that is traditional. And it's like the US, the US is a country of immigrants, right? Whether they
Hmm.
like it or not, they are.
Yes. Hmm.
So, many of their food comes from other places. Like here, everybody eats Mexican food, Indian food, Japanese, Chinese, Cuban, but it's all
Indian,
and yes,
maybe
it doesn't
Brazilian.
have. Yeah, it doesn't have like I'm gonna eat American food today. Normally,
Uh-huh.
American food maybe eat some hot wings and some
Uh-huh.
hamburgers. I think that's it.
Have you ever seen any Brazilian food like on stores or maybe restaurants?
Here in Miami, there are a couple of Brazilian stores. So there is where I get like farofa,
Uh-huh.
tapioca, and some things that are Brazilian. And also here in downtown Miami, there's a restaurant called Camila's.
Hmm.
Uh,
Ah, Camilas. Yeah, yeah.
there are chains in Orlando, and but they have like a branch here in Miami as well. And I think there are like 3 or 4 more Brazilian restaurants in Miami, but this one is very close to where I live. So, and the food is really great.
Yeah, I know that, that famous person, that famous people from Instagram, they're all the time like taking pictures on Camilas, and I never been there, of course, but like maybe the food it's really good because, people are going there all the time.
And they have something that the Americans don't have. They don't have this habit that is
Hmm.
eating from a buffet, right?
Yes, yeah,
You
yeah.
put in your plate the food you want, then you go and you put
You
it on
wait.
the table. You wait it, yes, and then you pay for what you eat. And
Exactly.
it doesn't have like this custom, this habit. They don't have this. So I think this is why Camila's is so popular among Brazilians that come here in the United States, in Florida, because you pay what you eat.
Hmm.
So it's good. Normally they are from menus, so you have to order something, and in Camila's, no.
And what about like our similarities that we have with them?
Sure. Well, I think
Maybe personality?
again talking about a country, we can generalize, right? We can,
Sure. Uh-huh.
but if I'm going to to speak like generally and maybe stereotyping a little bit, like yeah, I think that we like Brazilians, we tend to have parties like for everything, right? And here
Yeah.
in Miami, again, in Miami, I feel they are the same because every time I see a boat party, I see people gathering to in the restaurants, in the bars, like now that things are opening again, I feel that they have this culture also, right? Again, here there are a lot of Latinos, right? A lot of people from Latin America, and I think this is one of the similarities. But I think that I find more things different than similar, I would say. Like little things like service in a store, you know? Like in Brazil, people want to help you. They like teach you how to do something if it's your first time. Like here in the United States, it's everything do it yourself, you know? So yeah, it's not that something is good or another thing and the other is bad.
Sure.
It's different, right? And I also think like I did a post actually about this on my blog, like 12 habits that you will see in Brazil. Like Brazilians, we drink so much coffee. This doesn't.
Yeah.
This is not the case here in America. I think Americans drink like 1 cup of coffee a day, and it's a very weak coffee. Like
Sure.
we don't, like Brazilians don't drink strong coffee like the Italians. That is like I can't even drink it, but we like stronger coffees, normal, right? And here in America, like you fill a cup with coffee and you put just like a drop of milk, everything turns white, right? So yeah, there is like these little things that I find so different from Brazil. Yeah.
Can you like say a city in Brazil that we can compare with Miami? Like which one do you think? Like I would say Balneário Camboriú, maybe
Yeah.
because of nightclubs and maybe that Latina vibe, you know?
And also here in Miami, people have so much money. I feel like
Uh-huh.
have huge boats and huge buildings and everything, and cars like Ferraris and um, everything, and Porsche and everything running around the streets like it's normal. Like for us, it's not, right?
Yeah.
So in Balneário Camboriú is the same thing. So Balneário Camboriú is a city in the
Have you
coast.
ever been there?
Yeah, my parents live there.
I never,
Yeah, my
unfortunately.
parents live there. And there is the
Nice.
same thing because you see like these expensive cars and and it has like expensive apartments and an expensive way of life actually, Balneário Camboriú. And they have like tons of parties and the nightlife is very intense in Balneário.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would say it's very similar, Balneário Camboriú to Miami.
nice.
You're right. I
Yeah.
totally agree. Yeah. Hmm.
Well, so I think that we talked everything that we plan to, and we have some questions that people asked us, right?
Yeah, we opened my box in our
Mm-hmm.
Instagram account and we received some questions. We select just a few because we don't want this to get very long, right?
Yeah, sure.
But do you want to start or do you want me to start?
Uh, no, I started. It's okay.
Okay.
So the first one, and I think it's really interesting, it is which holidays do you have in Brazil? Like we have a lot of holidays like just happen in Brazil, but I listed some of them that maybe it's interesting to listen. So we have 21 of April, which is the day of Tiradentes. Tiradentes was like a national hero that we have here, and he was responsible for a movement called Inconfidência Mineira. It's like Mineira in confidence, and was a movement against the Portuguese crown in 1789.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to put this, Brazilian
Yeah,
histories because it's really interesting. We have 7 of September, the independence of Brazil. 15th of November, the proclamation of Republic. And today, 12th of October, the day of Nossa Senhora Aparecida, which is our patroness. And that day, it is in honor of her. 1 of May, which is the Labor Day. It is the Labor Day, and you don't work on that day. So
It's nice. It's to honor the workers, right? It's to honor.
we deserve it.
Yeah.
And we have Carnival.
Yeah.
And we don't have like a date exactly for Carnival, right? It is like in February or March. It depends on the year.
Actually, I think it it is a religious on the origin. It is a religious holiday. I think it has something to do like with Easter, because
Hmm.
Easter has like, I don't know, some kind of crazy calculation to decide when Easter is gonna be. I don't know. And then I think 40 days before Easter is Carnival, something like this. So
Hmm.
if Easter is like early April, probably Carnival will be in February. But if it's like middle April, something like this, maybe it turns out to be on March. But
Oh,
actually, Carnival, I searched, it's not an actual holiday. Like, um, it is not mandatory that people don't work. It's just, how do you say,
it's a
something that the
permission to have parties.
but it's like it's something that society established. It's not in any laws or anything.
Okay,
We have
yeah.
a day, which is Tuesday, which here in the United States, and I've learned that many other places in the world, they also celebrate this, which is Mardi Gras. They use this name in French, which is Fat Tuesday, they would say. It's also the
Uh-huh.
day they celebrate like our carnival, but ours lasts for a week. There's Monday. So
Oh,
that's the difference, right?
thanks for that information. I didn't know that. Like, thank you for this. And we have the June Festival, which is Festa
Yeah,
Junina.
sure.
So, in my opinion, we have the this is the best festival that we have here in Brazil because of typical foods, of course.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, and it is like whole June.
I also did a post on this on the blog with the recipe of canjica.
Oh,
It's
that's
my
nice.
favorite food of this time of year.
Really?
Love it.
Okay, like let's think some like typical foods. We have pé de moleque, paçoca, what
From
else?
Festa Junina,
Yeah,
Pamonha,
pamonha,
have
exactly.
uh, Quentão, which
Quentão.
is like hot wine. How would you say?
Yeah, they have hot wine in Europe. Did you know that?
Yeah, I know, I know. Yes, they had
They
something
have.
similar. Yeah.
We have like maybe cocada,
So
doce de
many,
abóbora.
so many.
That, yeah, there are a lot of them.
Yeah. Oh my God, I love them.
And I think that's it, like the most important. And hey, I have what else? What else? 19th of April, the Day of Indians, like we have here in Brazil.
It's not like a holiday that we don't work. It's just
Hmm.
right.
It's like a
Uh,
celebration.
yes, yes. hmm
Yeah, I think that's it. Like, do you remember somewhere else? Like, someone
Yeah, I think these are
we
the
have
main ones. We have many, like
like
Brazil,
Christmas. We have
or like Corpus Christi, or
yeah,
we have like other holidays. But this,
Finados.
yes, these ones I think are the most representative of Brazil. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Like, do you have a question?
Yes, I have. Wolf Who Knocks asks,
Uh,
with the Amazon forest being a wonder for everyone around the world, what are Brazilian thoughts? I think he asked like, do Brazilians think of the Amazon as being like this wonderful thing that the rest of the world seems to think, right?
uh-huh.
Because like maybe for someone in Paris, they don't feel like the Eiffel Tower is that big of a deal, you know? So I
Yeah.
think it's like this kind of comparison he wants us to make. But I feel like this is a very sensitive topic right now in Brazil.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
because unfortunately the environment has gone into politics, right? And right now in
Yes.
Brazil we have a political polarization, I would say.
Yeah. Even
And
in US, like Trump and
yeah,
the
yeah,
election.
the world is living in
Yeah.
poles, in different poles, right? And yeah, so there are those who want to explore the Amazon at all costs, and those who want to protect it at all costs, right? So that the ones that think that the Amazon is like a wasted land, that we could do so much more with it, and there's the other side that thinks it's a treasure and it needs to be saved and
Mhm.
untouched and everything. I personally think that the Amazon is a wonder. Yes, it is a natural wonder. I think so. It is one of the last remaining huge forests in the world, right? Because
Yeah.
everything else has been destroyed, burned down. So I think we should protect it, but I also think we could monetize from the forest, but not
Hmm.
like burning it down to make room for cows and soy. I think we could like monetize it through tourism, like something
True.
like this, because how many people in the world wants to go to the Amazon? I think most, but people don't come here because they don't have the information. They don't know how. They don't know where to stay. They don't know who to turn to. So I think we could maybe like build this infrastructure or something that would make people come, and this way we would protect it because people
Hmm.
would come only if it exists, right? and
Yeah.
uh, and we would also monetize from it, like America does with its national parks or
Yeah.
anywhere else
Yeah.
in the world. So I think for me it is a wonder.
Sure. I agree with you. I think that it is our like proud, but
Yeah.
it's not just the Amazon. It's not just for us because we have like the borders. So maybe Venezuela, Bolivia, Paraguay, they have a little bit of the Amazon. Maybe in Brazil it's like 60% of the Amazon. I don't remember now. And a nice curiosity that when I was in Manaus, the capital of Amazonas, I took a tour there, like to see the river dolphins, some indigenous people,
Hmm.
and I saw like four Chinese and one cup of French. So that's really amazing. Like, and we were talking in English, and it was really fun to see their reaction, like to see Indians because they are almost naked, I would say, and they are like taking pictures all the time because the skin is different, the paintings on the face, and this is really amazing to it's like to connect and have that fusion between like so many different cultures and perspectives of life. And yeah, I agree with you that we would, share to the world all that richness of the jungle, that it's really amazing.
Yeah, you said you met a Chinese and a
And
French,
yeah, French couple, yeah.
but it's like so few people, right? Because
Mhm.
the Amazon is so great and everyone loves it and everything, and you met like three people there.
Yeah.
So
And the tour, I didn't see any Brazilian there.
we should explore it. It should be
Hmm.
like maybe not like thousands of people because the environment wouldn't be able to hold it like with so many people there. But we should have more people, uh, tourism there, right?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
And
Um,
Daily Dose of World asks, what would be your recommendation to someone visiting Brazil for the first time?
mm,
Which is a very
this,
cool question, right?
yeah, sure, sure. We
I
have
love
so
it.
many stuff to see. Like, it depends on your mood. Like, if you want to see nature, what would you say like about nature, places to visit?
Yeah, I think nature, I think would be the Iguazu Falls.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Bonito and Pantanal, and maybe the Amazon. I think they are the main ones.
Uh-huh.
But
Uh-huh.
I think like if it's your first time in Brazil, you can't not go to Rio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
Because it's like our blogs, we try to show what else is there to see in Brazil beyond Rio, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to be realistic.
Yeah,
If someone
sure, sure.
Brazil for the first time, they have to go to Rio because
Mm-hmm.
it's like going to France and not going to Paris, or going
Exactly,
to
yeah.
England and not going to London, and many
Rome,
other
New
examples,
York.
right? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and so if it's your first time here, you have to go to Rio, right?
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, like you come to Rio, what else? I think like uh, as you said, it depends, right, on the mood of the person. If you want a little bit of history and maybe some colonial villages and everything, you should go to Minas Gerais and go to Ouro Preto, Tiradentes, Mariana, and those villages. They are very historical and hold so much information from our past, right? And our
Mm-hmm.
culture and everything. Also, Salvador, I think it's
Yes.
a very place for, it's a mix like of culture, and you will learn about Brazilian slavery and all this tragic time in our history, but it is our history. It is who we are right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Salvador is very great. It also has great beaches and a great vibe there. And also, but if you want to go like to the beach, I think the Northeast has so many. You should
Yeah,
put a finger
definitely.
on the map, like close your eyes, put the finger on the map, and where is Lima? Because I'm sure it would be great, right?
Uh-huh.
The
Yeah.
coast, the Northeast coast of Brazil is incredible.
We
So
would
so
say
pretty.
like Pipa,
Maragogi,
Olinda, Maragogi, Recife,
Maceió,
Maceió, Aracaju.
yeah,
There are thousands of places to visit,
yeah,
like so many places to visit.
right.
And if you're looking for example, some European vibe, you have the south, maybe
Yeah.
Timbó, Blumenau, what else? What else?
You have
Nova Veneza,
Alves on Rio Grande do Sul. You have
yes.
do Canela also,
Hmm.
which are like it's a good mm, place because it's not very obvious, I think, for other people that in Brazil we do have places with winter. We do have places that snow, right? We have
Exactly.
mountains. We have it's not always hot.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think it would be like a great experience to see all the different influences we suffered, right?
Mhm.
So yeah, the South it has more of this German, Italian influence. I would say these are the main, but we also have Polish, Ukraine, and everything. But yeah, and also I'm from Espírito Santo, so I have to talk about it.
You mean Martins?
Yeah, it's a place like Espírito Santo is a place that many Brazilians they say, I didn't know it was a real place. Like they say joking, right?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, that's true.
everybody skips Espírito Santo when they are
Uh-huh.
talking about places to visit in Brazil. But Espírito Santo is so great because it is like this straight, this narrow uh, state, and so you
Mhm.
have the coast in one side, so you have great beaches like Guarapari, and we also like in an hour we reach the mountains. So you have this mild temperature and also this European feeling because there were a lot of European settlers there, right? So yeah,
Mhm.
the Martins great, Venda Nova do Imigrante also. It's really a good place also to visit.
Yeah, maybe Ibitirama, I think, like Ibitirama or Anchieta
Mm,
in Espírito Santo.
no, I don't know this one, Ibitirama. No, I
No,
know.
yeah, maybe it's from another state.
Ah, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
maybe, yeah, I don't remember now.
I'm.
Uh, I I have the last question that which is really interesting. Why do Brazilians still not dominate the world? We have a meme. I don't know if you agree with me. Like Brazilians need to be studied by NASA.
Yeah, that's our saying, right? Brazilians say,
Uh-huh.
yeah.
Because like we are so creative to, produce and build things that maybe is cheaper than the normal and more effective, I would say. So we do that all the time. Like when we do something really nice and like, hey, NASA needs to study that.
Something really nice or something really dumb or right, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. And I feel like um, Brazilians are very valued workers
Mm-hmm.
in other countries, you know, because we are really hardworking, we are really committed, we are really creative, and we find solutions and we see things with a different eye. So I feel like Brazilians are very appreciated in other countries, like professionally, which is
Mm-hmm.
nice, right?
Yeah,
And
sure.
yeah, I think that also Brazilians don't dominate the world because we we think so little of ourselves, right? Brazilians have like this we have a say, I don't know how to say it in English. The
Ah, I know what it is.
yeah,
Say it.
esse sentimento de vagabundo, we would say, right? Like
Uh-huh.
uh,
Maybe underdog complex.
underdog complex. That's correct. That's
Yeah.
and like we diminish ourselves. Like yes, we have a lot of problems, but so has everyone else in the world, right? Not there is not one single place in the world that is perfect. But Brazilians don't dominate the world because we don't feel like we can. This is the main reason. Like we should be more proud of ourselves and right? I think so.
Yeah. Why? That's why we are doing this. Like, this is
Yeah.
amazing and excellent answer. Well, I think that's it. Last words?
Yeah, hope you guys liked it. We have plans to do another one, I think at least
Yeah,
another.
sure. More episodes. Why not?
So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please follow us on our Instagram account. Mine is While in Brazil, everything together, While in Brazil. And my blog is whileinbrazil.com. So you can check it. And yeah, hope you like it.
Well, that's it. And my it's Brazilian buddy underline. I hope you like it, and I'll see you later.
Yes.
Ciao.
Thank you. Ciao.
Ciao.